it is 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines, we have the head of the diplomacy received is the IGAD special envoy. A collective reading ceremony organized by the Happy Family Center. For the international scene, climate resilience at the agricultural show in Morocco. Welcome to our newsroom. The Ministry of Muslims Affairs and Waqf Property informs an awareness and exchanges meeting will be held on Thursday, May 2 at 8:30 a.m. at the People's Palace for all pilgrims registered for the Hajj 2024. The aim of the meeting is to inform pilgrims about the various aspects of the Hajj prior to their departure for the holy places. Topics will include organizational aspects of the Hajj ritual, pilgrims' health, air transport, luggage, and travel between Mecca and Medina. Recommendations and guidelines will also be drawn up to ensure that all pilgrims on the Hajj 2024 lists. The meeting will be led by officials, doctors, and former members of the official Hajj mission. The Prime Minister, His Excellency Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, received today a large delegation from the second editions of the book fair, headed by the permanent representative of the organizations of international organizations of Francophonie to the African Union and the African Economic Commission. The delegation was introduced by the Minister of Youth and Culture, Dr. Hibo Momin Assowi, accompanied by the Fair's General Commissioner, Mr. Omar Yusuf, the Confucius experts, and the Minister's principal advisor. Discussion is focused on the importance of promoting literature and culture in our society. Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed discussed with the delegations the current challenges facing the book sector and how to support authors and publishers. Gala dinner hosted by His Excellency Dr. Hibo Momin Assowi in honor of the literary family on Friday evening, 2 days after the launch of the second editions of the book fair. The Minister of Youth and Culture, Dr. Hibo Momin Assowi, hosted a dinner in honor of the literary family and representatives of international organization. In addition to the minister, the dinner was attended by the national and foreign writers, representative of the UNESCO, OIF, and ALESCO, and several senior executives from the Ministry of Youth and Culture. Recalling that the second editions of the book fair also gave this literary event an international reputation. At the end of this dinner, a convivial atmosphere and of interactive exchanges and fruitful sharing. The President of the National Assembly, His Excellency Dileita Mohammed Dileita, began his first official visit to the Arab Republic of Egypt on Friday, April 26, 2024. The President of the Djibouti's parliamentary institution was entrusted with the missions of emissary to the head of state, Ismail Omar Guelleh, carrying a writing messages addressed to the President of the Arab Republic of Egypt, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. His Excellency Dileita Mohammed Dileita stressed that the Republic of Djibouti would greatly appreciate the support of the great brotherly country Egypt for the candidacy of our Foreign Minister Mahmoud Ali Yusuf for the presidency of the African Union (EU) in February 2024. He added that Egypt is a very important country and the role he could play as a spokesman for our country in the Arab world and on the African continent would be very fruitful. President al-Sisi entrusted that the President of the Egyptian Parliament, Mr. Dr. Hanfi Gabali, with receiving the message sent by the President of the Republic of Djibouti, by the President of the Republic of Djibouti, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh. The Speaker of the National Assembly, Dileita Mohammed Dileita, then took part alongside his Arab peers in the work of the 6th Conference of Speakers of Arab Parliament on artificial intelligence and the Palestinian questions. The conference focused on the catastrophe that has befallen Gaza. The Djibouti parliamentary delegation also included our ambassador to Cairo, Ahmed Ali Barre, the member of parliament Ibrahim Ahmed Abdou, and Arab Affairs advisor Ali Amdan Abdou. As part of the concerted effort to improve and refine the draftings of legislative text in the Djibouti, a workshop was organized in collaboration with the Secretariat General of the government this Sundays at the National Assembly, thanks to the expertise of consultant Andriana Rivo Ravelona, chaired by Honorable Safiya Ilmi Jibril, acting President of the National Assembly. The workshop aimed to define a common understanding on the orientations of preliminary documents essential to the improvement of the law drafting. During the workshop, legislators and representatives of various public institutions involved in the legislative process held in-depth discussions on the strategic orientations of two preliminary documents. The workshop also aimed to gather feedback and proposal to further enrich these documents as well as to map out the roadmap for subsequent phases of the project. The acting President of the National Assembly, in her closing remarks, reaffirmed the National Assembly's commitment to overcoming the challenges identified with an emphasis on improving the quality of legislation essential for the nation's well-being and harmonious development. Finally, it should be noted that the work of this workshop has laid the foundation for an enriching dialogue and increased collaboration between the various players in the field of law, aimed at optimizing the creations of laws that truly meet the aspirations and needs of the Djiboutian people. The Secretary General of the Government, Al-Misa Muhammad Abdullahi, presented the key initiative of the digital platforms of the official Gazette E, which aims to modernize and facilitate access to legislative text. This collaboration between the Presidency of the National Assembly and the General Secretary of the Presidency aims to establish a common understanding of priority legal challenges and identify key orientations for a project to improve the drafting of legislative texts. In her opening speech, Honorable Safiya Ilmi Jibril stressed that the central role of the National Assembly in the legislative process, asserting that this institution is the cornerstone of legislation responsible for proposing, examining, amending, adopting, or rejecting all bills and drafted legislation. She also recalled that the responsibilities of legislators who must faithfully represent the population and legislate in all conscience, taking into account the best interests of the nations. On the sidelines of the Islamic Development Bank's 2024 annual meetings in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the story of a promising collaboration was revealed between the Djibouti and the International Islamic Trade Finance ITFC, led by the Minister of Finance Ilyas Musa Dawale. The Djibouti delegation held fruitful talks with the illustrious engineer Hani Salem Sambol, acting managing directors of the ITFC. In this diplomatic ballet, praise was showered on the excellent bilateral relations between the two entities, a well-deserved recognitions of the significant progress made in their partnership. Emphasis was placed on the need to deepen ITFC's commitment to Djibouti, an ambitious nation eager to reach a new height of development with an active portfolio of 600,000 millions, mainly invested in the crucial hydrocarbon sector. ITFC plays a vital role in the country's economic fabric. As part of the Islamic Bank's annual meetings in Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, an emblematic meeting took place between the Minister of Economy and Finance, Ilyas Musa Dawale, and the Vice President of the European Investment Bank, Mr. Ostros Thomas. The aim of this major meeting was to strengthen the partnership between EIB and Djibouti in the crucial file of regional and national infrastructure development. At the heart of discussions was the implementation of ambitious projects. This included phase 2 of the desalination plant and symbol of collaboration aimed at guaranteeing access to vital resources in the regions. In addition, an innovative solar project was discussed designated to supply green energy to the desalination plant, putting Djibouti on the path to sustainable, responsible development. Attention was also focused on improving sanitation infrastructure, particularly in the commune of Balbala, where work is nearing completion. This initiative is part of a global approach aimed at improving living conditions for citizens and promoting balanced inclusive development. Salam Bank Uganda branch wins award for the best new Islamic banking establishment coronation. That's what Bank Salam was awarded at a ceremony last night in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, attended by all the key players, leading institutions, and world-renowned experts in Islamic finance. The recently inaugurated Salam Bank branch in Uganda was awarded the prize for the best new Islamic banking establishment. During the big award ceremony, the chairman of the board of the director of Salam Bank Uganda branch, Mr. Ibrahim Abdurrahman, and the chief executive officers, Mr. Michael Mande, proudly accepted the distinctions on behalf of their banking institution. The success of Bank Salam Uganda branch at the IFN Awards underlines its leadership role in the development of Islamic finance in Uganda and beyond. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, His Excellency Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, in his capacity as a President of the IGAD Council of Ministers, received this morning the IGAD Special Envoy for Sudan, His Excellency Lawrence Korbandi. The Special Envoy expressed his deep gratitude to the Minister for entrusting him with this prestigious mission within IGAD. He underlined his in-depth knowledge of the Sudanese context and affirmed his commitment to work tirelessly to achieve the objectives set by the honorable institution. Minister Mahmoud Ali Yusuf warmly congratulated His Excellency the Special Envoy and expressed his full support. He encouraged His Excellency Korbandi to share his visions as soon as possible and to engage actively in the implementations of his mission. The Minister stressed that the Special Envoy enjoys the full support of IGAD member states in the accomplishment of his noble mission. This meeting testifies to IGAD's unwavering commitment to peace, stability, and development in Sudan. IGAD remains firmly committed to fostering constructive dialogue and regional cooperation to meet the challenges ahead. The Minister for Women and Family, Her Excellency Muna Usman Aden, honored with her presence a collective wedding ceremony organized by the Happy Family Center on Saturday, April 27, 2024, at the Rahma Complex. The center, which specializes in the providing family training and consulting services, was established in 2010 by Abdurrahman Jama Rijal, a specialist in the field of family. The center's overall objectives are to raise awareness of family welfare issues, promote counseling, resolve marital and family conflict, and develop positive communication skills within the family, thereby facilitating marriage for young couples. For her part, the Minister for Women and Family, Muna Osman Aden, said that at the ceremony demonstrated her commitment to family values and her support for initiatives aimed at strengthening family ties within the community. The participation of such important figures testifies to the importance attached to this event and can certainly inspire others to follow her example. The Confucius Institute of Djibouti, in partnership with Chinese companies established in the country, organized a memorable ceremony in honor of the International Day of the Chinese Languages. The event, which took place at the Hotel Escale in Djibouti, was presided over by the acting Secretary General of the Ministry of National Education and Vocational Training, Mr. Saleh Alwan Isse, in the presence of the Chinese ambassador to Djibouti, Hu Bin, as well as senior officials from the Ministry of National Education and Confucius Institute partners. High school students from Djibouti gave a captivating theatrical performance on the life of the warrior Mulan, accompanied by songs and dance in Chinese. Their remarkable performance enchanted the audience present in the auditorium. Since 2010, the United Nations has instituted a day dedicated to the organization's official languages, which include English, Arabic, French, Spanish, Chinese, and Russian. In his speech, the Chinese ambassador to Djibouti underlined the long history of the Chinese languages, one of the oldest still in use today. He also recalled its status as one of the 6 official languages of the United Nations and one of the most widely spoken languages in the world. Under the aegis of the Secretary of State for Sports in the Tajura Regional Subdirectorate, closed the North Corridor Tournament in Dora this afternoon. The closing ceremony, which followed a memorable lunch the day before, was attended by a host of dignitaries, including the Secretary of State for Sports, His Excellency Hassan Mohammed Kamil, the Prefect of the region, Mohammed Humed Abbas, the Honorable Omar Adan Said, the regional parliamentarian, and other well-known personalities such as the Secretary General of the State Secretariat for Sports, Khadija Ibrahim Idris, the Director of the region is Omar Hassan Abdullahi. To the cheers of an enthusiastic crowd, the final between Dora, the host towns, and Randa, the sensation team, was a real spectacle after a match full of twists and turns and a great sponsormanship. Dora finally won on penalties. At the end of the match, the winners, losers, and those who had distinguished themselves through the competitions were honored and rewarded by the officials present. His Excellency Hassan Mohammed Kamil expressed his satisfaction with the impeccable organizations of the tournament and congratulated all the participating teams, underlining the economic importance of the corridor for the regions. For the international scene, Gaza death of the premature baby rescued from its dying mother's womb. For more details, listen to Faisal Al-Azhari.
Morocco. A premature baby taken from his mother's womb after she was the victim of an Israeli airstrike has tragically lost his life in Gaza. Sabrine Arrouh Judah, named in honor of her late mother, died Thursday in a Gaza hospital following a deterioration in her death, despite the efforts of medical teams to save her, according to her uncle Rami Al-Sheikh. The residence of Sabrine Arrouh's family, located in the southern Gaza town of Rafah, was the target of an Israeli airstrike shortly before midnight last Saturday. Sabrine Arrouh's parents and her 4-year-old sister were killed in the attack. Rescue workers quickly rushed their bodies to the nearest hospital, where an emergency cesarean section was performed on the mother, Sabrine Asakani, who was 30 weeks pregnant. The infant was then placed in an incubator in a neonatal intensive care unit, but unfortunately her condition deteriorated and she died 5 days later.
Morocco climate resilience at the agricultural show. For more details, listen once again to Faisal Al-Azhari.
Morocco, facing major challenges linked to the droughts, is hosting a major international agricultural event in the city of Meknes. The International Agricultural Show in Morocco, SIAM, stands out this year for its commitment to climate resilience and sustainability in the agricultural sector. For its 16th edition, SIAM brings together nearly 1,500 exhibitors from some 70 countries with an expected attendance of nearly 800,000 visitors. In space of more than 10 large marquees, a variety of agricultural products and services are presented, ranging from fruits and vegetables to irrigation systems, including fertilizers, thus testifying to the diversity and the richness of agriculture, Moroccan and international. Beyond the simple exhibition, SIAM offers a platform for exchanges and sharing of experiences between players in the sector, thus promoting discussions around current challenges and innovative solutions to ensure the sustainability of agriculture in a context of climate change.
The World Health Organization sounds the alarm on overuse of the antibiotic. For more detail, listen to Faisal Al-Azhari.
World Health Organization (WHO) has warned of widespread and inappropriate use of antibiotics during the COVID-19 pandemic, putting the fight against international resistance at risk, according to the WHO. Although only 8% of hospitalized COVID-19 patients actually required antibiotics due to bacterial co-infections, 3 in 4 patients were prescribed these drugs just in case they might be useful. Dr. Margaret Harris, a WHO spokesperson, stressed at a press conference at the UN in Geneva that the guidance was clear from the start. COVID-19 was a viral infection, so the use of antibiotics were only recommended if there was a proven secondary bacterial infection sensitive to these drugs. Data collected by WHO revealed the antibiotic use rate is ranging from 33% in the Western Pacific region to 83% in the Eastern Mediterranean and Africa region. Despite a decrease in prescription in Europe and the American between 2020 and 2022, Africa saw an increase in the use of antibiotics.
And this is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.